Oh, good afternoon, guys. So, in between hunting, I just went and had something to eat. So on my way back out, figured I'd shoot a quick video on the native survival knife. Again, just to preface this, I don't do reviews per se, but I do want to talk about it because I think Mitch and LT Wright did a good job on it. I haven't used it a whole bunch. I just tried it out minimally the day I got it, but it's sat in my office since then. So took it out, and again, you know, I'm not gonna go through the whole rigmarole and make a bunch of notches and try to baton it, because I don't do all that type of stuff, to be honest with you. You know, I'll go out and practice things here and there, but I won't go out and do a in-depth review and beat on a knife or anything like that. But again, I just wanted to talk about it. Again, not a whole bunch of specs or anything. You can go to Mitch's website for that if that's what you're looking for. But beautiful knife, very comfortable in the hand, no matter how you hold it. Knowing Mitch, and you know, he was a big Mora fan for years and years. I'm pretty sure he still is. I could see some Mora in this knife, and I've seen some comments actually, well, it's a Mora on steroids and so forth. This is certainly not a Mora. Though I can see a little detail that's similar, it's drastically different in all other aspects. But again, nice, very nice handle, comfortable. It's got some beef to it, and I'll give you guys some close-up shots of this as well, even though others have done it. The tan or brown, whatever you want to call it, micarta scales with Ranger green liners. The spine on this thing feels like you could cut yourself with it. it's that sharp. So that's a good deal. And again, not getting into specs, but it isn't a overly long blade, just bigger than the palm of my hand, which actually I like. I like a smaller blade and not these big wieldy things. So it's why I typically carry, you know, a Mora anyways. But yeah, very, very nice knife, very nice looking. Feels great. So I just grabbed a couple sticks here. I'm not a chia pet maker again. I'm not the best at feather sticks, and I don't think you need to be, honestly. Mitch is pretty darn good at them, but I don't think you need to. I always said, you know, as long as your knife can make curls, even if they fall off the stick, which would allow you to get a fire going in inclement weather, then that's a win, you know, regardless of what type of knife it is or who makes it. So figure I'll test the knife for what I think it's some of its good uses should be. Everything's soaked because it did rain all night. It just stopped this morning before I went out to the woods. Good knot right there. Definitely makes curls, obviously. Let me see if I can do a little better than that one. Alright, so the knife also comes with a nice leather sheath, and I'm just guessing here, but I believe it comes from LT Wright knives as well. It's got the dangler option, which is how it came. I'm not a big fan of those myself. But you can just take that off, and it's got this loop right here that you can put on your belt. So I like that a little better rather than dangling all over the place, but that's just me. Ferro rod loop, and I have a vintage Native Survival ferro rod with a deer tine handle, and it's got his logo right in there, if you can see that. Very nice. I think he only had 6 or so of these ever made, and they're no longer either. But he does have a brand new ferro rod out. You can go to check it out on his website. LT Wright Knives makes the handle for it as well. It matches the knife scales with the same Ranger Green liners absolutely perfectly. When you put it in the sheath, it's flush with the top of the sheath here where the ferro rod would sit, so there's no obstructions or anything. With the deer tine, if I held it out like that, as you could guess, it'd probably get caught on a bunch of stuff, but I can just turn that in easy enough towards the handle of the knife. Not a big deal there. Very, very cool ferro rod. Great detail too, and the logo on it. So, as you can tell, guys, again, I'm not a king of feather sticks by any stretch of the imagination, but again, simple curls work. No tinder required, none of that. Just a couple pieces of pine branch, some halfway feather sticks, and Native Survival knife and ferro rod, or his older one that's not available anymore, but easy work of a fire. The stuff's not overly difficult, as you can imagine, but definitely a great looking and great feeling knife. Absolutely, you know. Well, these are burning myself here. Scandinavian grip there, and the thing just absolutely hogs wood. I mean, ridiculous. Chest lever grip, again, fit, very, very comfortable. very comfortable and extremely sharp, and looks as well. So hey, hats off to Mitch and LT on a fine collaboration there. I'm not sure if Mitch has any of these left out of the first run. I think he did 50. Last I knew there was one left, and I think actually the first run was on sale or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but definitely a nice knife for the woods, and very charismatic, as is Mitch. So thanks for that one, bro. Appreciate it. On the ferro rod to boot, I'll probably grab one of his new ones as well, just so I have the set. But I like the deer antler one just as well. So again, not a crazy review with a bunch of specs or anything, guys. It's just not my thing. So, you know, there's others out there if that's what you're into. But I just wanted to talk about the knife, try it out a little bit more while I was heading back out to the woods to do some hunting. So hope you enjoyed that one, and we'll see you soon with another video. Take care.